What is going on, everyone? Happy Thursday and this glorious day when we get to talk about frictionless podcasting. What is going on, Rob?
Oh my gosh, I love frictionless podcasting. It changed everything that we do when we just made it frictionless.
Yes. So let's think about this. Let's talk about this. So we have basically 7 episodes a week that we record for Hindsight Hacking. And we would not have been able to do that had we not gone frictionless.
No, there's zero chance because it would have taken forever just to get one episode out.
Right. So we spend the exact same amount of time with our 7 episodes as we used to spend with the one. Right. And so
it's crazy.
So let's talk about what tell the story of after we launched and the process that we used to use and the challenges that we put ourselves in just because of how we used to do it.
Oh my gosh. Well, let's first talk about the miracle that is called editing, right? So one, I did not understand editing very well at the beginning because when we first started, anytime we mess up, I just made us start the whole thing over because I didn't realize you just cut and chop and it would be fine, right? So that was one, and taking out all the ums and ahs and breath things, and like, gosh, we didn't need to do any of that stuff. Trying to get it to line up perfectly and not perfectly, and how's it going to sound? Like, oh my gosh, it would take 2-3 days just to get it to where I felt comfortable to put it like ready to go. And that's not graphics. That's just editing stuff. Right. And then we had to get the graphics and the show notes, then the shareables, and like everybody knows all the stuff we put out for all of our stuff. So it was a process.
Well, I think another aspect of that process is we started our show with the desire to have 2 takeaways, the desire to talk about something that we learned right away with the audience. And whether it was via, like we do with the live now or what, like we always want to recap at least 2 things of gold nuggets, if you will, of what the show was about.
Right.
And we used to record a Zoom interview.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about this.
And we would go for we would be 2 months ahead on shows. And then we're like, hey, we're publishing this show this week. What are the 2 takeaways?
And we'd have to re-record a little separate spot of the episode. The problem was we forgot what the episode was about. So I had to edit the show, call Corey and say, okay, let's get on Zoom right now, because now we can do our 2 takeaways. I have my 2 takeaways. Let's go. And then I would have to mix them in. Then that transitioned to after the guest left, we didn't stop recording in Zoom, and we just did it right then. So it was all in one audio file, which it was in your mind. It was fresh. It was ready to go. That's what we teach. It's better. Now that it's live, that's a different problem altogether. You got to take notes.
Yes. And I'm getting a weird
echo
every time I talk.
No, I'm not. I'm not hearing you.
Interesting. Okay. I can't move forward here. You have another place to mute me or something?
Do what?
Oh, there we go. Okay, it was like repeating every word I was saying. So
that's weird. Okay,
so private frictionless, right? We go live now. We should probably edit things like what just happened and all these dings and all this stuff.
But we're not gonna.
We should probably do that a little bit more. But frictionless podcasting, what exactly does that mean?
We are, since it's live, you get what it is. Like, it's raw, it's real, it's there. If we mess up, guess what? We mess up. It's okay. We're not taking ourselves too seriously. We're just having fun with it because at the end of the day, we're doing this because it's fun, right? It's a fun show. We want you to enjoy it. It should be entertaining and educational. And you should have some things that you should be able to take away every show and put something into action.
Yep. Yep. Okay. So now Frictionless, we're recording this daily hack 5 days a week, right? We're doing kind of like a weekly series. This was the first week. We're all about podcasting this week. If you haven't caught any of it, go back and catch it out and check it out. And so with the Frictionless podcasting, we have been able to increase the amount of stuff we do, right? We do 3 different shows. We have one that is in the works that is kind of secret hush hush that nobody gets to know about yet.
Project.
And then we have the daily hack 5 days a week, 2 interviews a week, and it's all frictionless. And then we also find ways to make it easy for ourselves after we've published it, right? So this typically goes live to YouTube and to Facebook, and then it goes to, quickly without much editing, if any, to iTunes and all the different places. But then what are some of the things that we do that helps us keep it going live without any friction?
Oh my gosh. So we take this, 30-minute shows, 10-minute shows, however long the shows are, and we break that up into a ton of micro content, right? We share those with the guests, we put it in ours, and then we just schedule it out. We take the time, we schedule it out, we're planful on how we're going to put this out into the world, and then it's scheduled out and it's kind of on autopilot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. And so that's how you can get your message out without challenging yourself too much, right? Like you can, if you don't have a show, find a way to get a show and then find a way how you can be consistent with it and find a way that it can be as frictionless as possible, right? So for some, it might just be you record your show on Zoom and you record 1 hour every single week, but then you give it to an editor. Oh yeah, we know some guys that can help you out. Or for others, maybe it's just going in Facebook and having a show and doing it live and then calling it good, right? Like it doesn't matter, but it's a place that figure out what can you do and do it consistently. And then how can you maximize that, right? We have one person that she is dead set on 2 to 3 shows a week and she's just starting out, and awesome. If she can do that, then fantastic.
Right.
I know we couldn't have done that at first, but she has us helping. So, because of that, we didn't have us helping when we launched, right? It was just us trying to record and do the message and figure out all that and put it out there. Right. So, however it is that makes it frictionless for you, find a way to get your message out and do it consistently and do it in the easiest way possible to maximize what you got.
Yeah. And just be consistent. So guys, consistency is key when it comes to publishing and putting things out there. The hardest thing that we have done in all of podcasting is this 10-10 for 10. That is the hardest one to say. Like, obviously I can't say it, but just to make sure we're on time for a timed thing that we said is difficult.
That is created the biggest friction so far.
Yeah, we are not restreaming it. It is live. And that's why sometimes we're a minute late or 2 minutes late.
Yep. But we are always available at 10:10. We figured out like we don't have calls. And there's some days when we were trying to do a daily hack and we're, all over the board because of different calls, but we were always doing work. We never had a guest client call or anything at 10:10.
Yep.
So let's make it happen. And that's what we're trying to do. So, all right, everyone, that's all we got today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you find a way to make your podcast frictionless. And if you need any help with that, feel free to reach out, DM Ron or myself, or you can head on over to gethhm.com/editing and see some of the fun things we got going on for editing on how we can help you make it frictionless.
Yeah, guys, we invite you to go check out that site. We have some really good deals on it. So check it out. Talk soon.